Every blueprint is flexible, even though it has measurements and room size specifications, the height of the ceilings. All of those things are flexible. I think about the fact that my father had blueprints drawn up when I was 13 years old. He did not build the house until I was 35. The blueprint for that original home had to be changed. There were certain rooms that needed to be added on. There were bathrooms that needed to be enlarged. Why? Because the needs of where you are now changed based on life circumstances, based on the expansion of family. And so when we think about our businesses and our relationships and even the projects and the books and things that we're going to write, we have to always remember that flexibility is a blessing and that your idea is not written in stone yet. Always be aware of change and always be prepared to change. In relationships, you may have a certain communication style that you've always dealt with, but that may not be the best thing for where you're going, for the blueprint that you have set for your life, the one that God has set for you. You know, He wants to see you married. He wants to see you with a family. He wants to see you moving in ministry. However, there are some changes that have to be made. There's an expansion in who you are. You know, it may even be dealing with your personality, things with your attitude, things with your consistency, you know, that need changing. And God just wants to move some walls around. He may need to add in some additional rooms. He may need to change some paint inside of the dream home that you have set up for your visual of relationships. You know, you may have written a book and the book cover design that you thought you were going to use ended up being scrapped because God calls for something a little bit different. Your life now is different than what it was 3 years ago. So there has to be changes that are made. Yes, the core of your book is still going to be the same. The contents are going to be the same, but maybe the title is going to change and that book cover is not going to look the same. The blueprint is always flexible and there is beauty in it, that nothing is written in stone and that expansion is always possible. You just have to be willing to cultivate it and willing to adjust to those changes. The flexibility of the blueprint. It's a beautiful thing.